none of the boys are at all intensive. Maybe they'll let us go there, but there are a lot of...
CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making...
On the way home, I got hungry, and I ate it.
We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this wave just comes up.
When they're dead, they're just hookers. It would be rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Although, hopefully not. Ironic, isn't it? It would be rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder, but
he drinks a lot, so
yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Would you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. Close your eyes. I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill me. Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger? Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger? Oh my God! You killed a hooker!
Call girls!
No, Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers. Oh my God! You killed a hooker!
Call girls!
No, Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers. Ironic, isn't it? Which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Although. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder, but
he drinks a lot, so
yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder.
he drinks a lot.
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Handle. When they're dead, they're just hookers. The thermostat's becoming sentient. Oh God, that's how maximum overdrive started. That's how maximum overdrive started. Would you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. Close your eyes. I feel like banging taillights on a country road.
Danger zone. Danger zone.
I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill.
All right, here we go.
And giving good time to me. I give you, and I give you. I'm giving party. I'm so grateful. Today I say, you are good looking. I'll last every day. Come over tonight, and we will sing. We make love to the turkey and Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. Thank you for giving and giving and giving good love to me. As I give you, and I give you. I'm so thankful to turkey, I say. You come to my country and give turkey every day. Tonight, and we will sing. We make love to turkey and make love to everything.
Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you?
Jesus Christ.
I give you turkey. I give you wine. We make a love for Thanksgiving. Good time. I make a love. I make a love to turkey.
Oh, Jeebus. I just found that right before we started this. So let's do this and then bring in everybody.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second. Are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. All right, let's bring in our co-host, and that is our...
Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And there is our brainless. How are you doing? You're muted. Or maybe you're not here. It's okay.
Yeah,
all right,
no, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, sorry. No, I was just before the stream. I was switching between stream and Discord. So
other thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How is you?
I'm doing drunk. I mean, well, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Well, speaking of drunk, I do hope that that bottle was water and not whiskey.
Were they saying whiskey or vodka? I don't
know, but like I hope it was. I hope it was water and not something else.
Most likely that was water, and he only technically drank 3/4 of a beer on stage.
But then again, then he waters it down with that water. Then
sure. It could be way less. But when I was when I had Roughhausen here from Taiwan, we drank two bottles of vodka between him and I in 3 hours performing. That shit was pretty fucking insane. When I realized that he took the fucking last sip of the second bottle and he threw it behind the stage, I like looked and was like, fuck. Then I looked at someone and was like, oh my God. We went through his whole discography. He has like 7 albums or something, or at the time, or something like that. Like we literally did like every single song that he ever produced. It was so much fun doing that. All right, let's
bring in the other.
Bringing in our yes.
Mama!
Oh, mama.
Did it play for you
Hello.
all?
It played.
That's my thing.
It did.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, Al's intro.
Hey, how's it
Oh,
going?
I didn't see owls, but
Okay. Hold on.
Al's not here, so.
I'm not.
See, now he's here. Now,
now
the
he's
intro
here.
was
Mhm.
Now I'm
now
here.
Now you're here.
I didn't know I wasn't here.
Dave's not
Ah!
here, man.
Al's not
Dave,
here,
but
man.
I'm not Dave.
Yeah. I'm not Dave either, man.
I'm not Dave, and I'm
I'm
here.
not Dave, man.
I'm not Dave,
I'm not.
man.
I'm not here, man.
I'm not here, man.
Just
Uh,
let me in. Let me in. I think the cops.
And then
we did that when I was in high school. We had a senior show. We had a couple of guys do that. One of them put a big sack of flour in a wheelbarrow and wheeled it up. So when he smacked it, you would see the white dust come up of it. I got this stuff, man, and all this white dust flew up.
That's
Well,
funny.
that's great.
All right, so let's say hello to our side of my chats, and then we will look at the poll, and then we'll go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who is
There was a poll.
Yeah, in the
Who's
the
on your
side
poll?
chat, there is
Who's
a
on
poll.
your poll?
There is. There's always a poll for drunk.
Oh,
news.
that's right. There's a poll. I forgot to come check the poll.
So everybody go and make sure that you vote in the poll. And we're gonna give it a minute more, maybe. We'll see, and then we'll go from there. Some
I
weird
sit
dude
on
named.
scene and say option number 3 is my favorite. I want to do it 3, 4, 1, 2. That's my.
I did my
vote.
civic duty and voted. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Shut up, Mom, because that's what I forgot to do today. Because I was asleep.
Yeah, but anyways,
Who are you voting for? Is it your alderman?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that still exist?
They do.
Or is that-
They do in certain places. Aldermen
Alderman?
still
Yeah.
exist. Yeah.
We used to have that, and they got rid of it in our.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe they have it here, but I've never seen it on. They have a bunch of weird things, though.
Yeah. I think it depends on where you live. I don't think aldermen are everywhere.
I live in a different jurisdiction for like,
what
municipal stuff than before, and alderman.
An alderman?
An alderman. It's like it's a weird position. They used to have like you'd have like a mayor, a reeve, an alderman. Like now
okay.
they seem to. They go with counselors.
They have like city councils. A lot of places have city councils now.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but alderman used to be a very common thing, and I always talk about writing a letter to my alderman, and my wife tells me to stop bringing that up because no one knows what I'm talking about.
Okay. It sounded semi-familiar, but now that you say that,
yeah.
okay. Anyways, let's say hello to the side of my chats. We have a Canadian Alderman. We have a Demon
Hello.
Orb.
Commander. Commander. Hey,
Hello.
Beck.
Hello.
Hey,
What the
guys.
heck, Beck?
What the
My
heck?
hellos in
It's
unison
that
with
dude
the names.
back.
Hello and salutations to everyone.
So, let's if you are being a lurker, let us know and say hi. If not, it's okay. We don't mind. Please vote in the poll. If you would like to see me drink more, there is the thingy-mabobber like in the pinned message. And let's get to the first thingy that we were going to talk about. I was hoping our mangoes would be here, but that's how that goes. Because, and I think that it was, who was it? Oh, let me just look over here. Harry Ward said the third time that we have a pizza on this list. Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Pizza's one of those things that variations just keep happening everywhere.
Well, yeah,
and
and
because it's like I think that's overall favorite food. Why?
Al, there's a
Hot
lot
mic.
of background
Hot
noise with
mic.
you.
Yeah, honey. Thank you. Oops. Al, you need to mute if you're going to do that. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll be back in a bit. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
No worries.
It sounded like he was making icy. Anyways,
sounds like he was digging for something next to his phone.
yeah. Let's see.
That's fine.
He was playing with his marbles.
I'm just going to play the video that I have for it. And if we want to know more about it, we can definitely delve into the news
Hey,
article.
Tubian, how you doing?
Hey, Tubi!
He says, I'd try snake meat pizza.
I would.
Sounds
But I'd eat
interesting.
almost like anything as long as it was from a credible source, right? You know, like if I was at a restaurant,
Yeah.
or like I was going to my friend's family house, and they're like obviously from that culture, and they're making the weird, you know, the crazy dish. I'm like, I'm down. I'll eat it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not scared.
If
If somebody in a back alley was like, "Hey, you want to try this snake venom tacos or something weird?" You're like, "I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll pass. I'll pass."
Yeah, I've heard some snake tastes like chicken anyway.
Yeah, I've had a little bit.
You know,
of
so it's not. There's
then why are you eating snake and not just eat chicken?
Because there are so many goddamn of them in Arizona and New Mexico, you might as well just fucking eat them.
Gosh,
they're literally everywhere.
My husband used to hunt, and when he would shoot squirrels and whatever he could find, just put all the meat into one big stew.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and just have a hunting stew. Yeah.
That's the best fucking stew because it brings in all the different meats,
Mhm.
and because you slow cook it, it doesn't matter how oily or dry they are as meat, it all goes together, and then it all falls apart. And yeah, no, I mean, why not eat a squirrel?
Yep,
those cheeky bastards.
Rabies?
Anyways.
Squirrel.
Yeah, but you're not gonna really find that in certain places. It's very, very rare. And then you also look at the meat when you're cutting it up as well. There's a handful of ways to tell if like that is not something you should eat, rather than it is. The way that the animal looks before you take off the pelt, is one indication, and then after you take the pelt off, if the meat looks normal and then you start cutting it off the bone, then if it looks normal, then you know what I'm saying. If you see worms all crawling in and out of it, or you see weird tumors or something, then you're like,
you don't want it.
Probably not this one. I'll go with the rest of the things. Yeah, exactly, Amber. Oh. Squirrel is fantastic for a stew. It's perfect for that because it's small little pieces of meat. It's kind of like quail, even though they don't really make quail stew. They should more, but it's kind of like that, where it's just you're picking this little bits of meat off of.
Yeah, like little Cornish game hens, you know.
Yeah, like corn. Yeah, exactly. Similar. All right, so here is the world's first pizza soup. Oh, sorry, world's first snake soup pizza. It's been put to the taste test.
I just can't. Yeah, snake soup pizza.
Plate. Pizza Hut in Hong Kong has collaborated with one of the city's most iconic snake soup restaurants, Se Wong Fun, to come up with some surprising culinary fusion.
Snake soup, a Cantonese winter delicacy that's been around for centuries. It's made from real snakes and believed to have many medicinal benefits. Here to tell us more is Gigi Paulina Ng, the fourth generation owner of Hong Kong snake soup mainstay, Se Wong Fun. Hi Gigi, can you tell me how long Se Wong Fun has been around for?
Yeah, it started.
So this makes a little bit more sense, even though like I wasn't putting it past them eating snake just in cultures that don't have a lot of ways to get protein in, because they don't have farming land to like have huge cattle or sheep or pig, blah blah blah. You know, so you can get it where you can get it. You know, your proteins.
Yep.
So I knew this has been around forever, but it being called snake soup makes it more understandable why they put it on a pizza.
Grandfather, founder, 1895. So it's 128 years. He founded it with great grandmom. They were Chinese doctor. You know, they kind of, it's just like nowadays Chinese doctor, they put snake's essence or the plus Chinese herbs, and then they fill it with the pulse to see what they need.
And so they were selling snake soup.
Yeah, authentic soups and just rice.
So I guess that's what it looks like originally. It looks a little interesting.
It does look interesting.
Maybe texturally weird for us.
Does it look like they put noodles in there too?
Yeah,
like rice noodles or something.
But I think that they said they do put it. Well, I don't know. Let's keep going. But yeah, no, it looks interesting.
Yeah.
Snakes are very famous for detox, and also they are not acidic. They are alkaline, and there are a lot of good vitamins. And
they shred it.
Are
okay.
Good for skins and sleep.
Yeah.
They have good collagens, and also people say that, especially the Chinese doctors said that in their encyclopedia of natural ingredients of food, the whole snake cells, they can prevent stroke and prevent cancer cells.
I would need to say very much see citation on that.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah,
because
they're quite smart because she says like they say, not she says.
Right.
Yeah, she knows how to word it properly.
Yeah.
To scapegoat out of
But
that.
the doctors, they of course over there they do a lot of stuff for virility and stuff like that too. Eat a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, and they're she could just be talking about holistic doctors, and nobody
that could be.
As well. So the way she's preferencing this, not saying Dr.
so and so. Yeah.
These 5 doctors in this study say this, right? You know, she's being very vague, and that's the easiest way to scapegoat around this, because then you could just be like,
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know where that article was that I read that one time in that small newspaper that was and then I threw that newspaper away, and I don't remember what it was called, or like you can just.
Well, you're right. She's not being specific, so it's not. Yeah.
There may be some kind of awesome protein inside of these certain snakes that they're using in this area that maybe somehow helps something, but it's not getting rid of cancers. It's not
it's not preventing anything. No.
Not, and then. I'm pretty sure this is not a fact. Snakes are not completely alkaline.
No.
It's not a thing.
I would think it's a lean meat, though. It's not a fatty meat. So that could be why it helps contribute to a lot of stuff, or not contribute to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and maybe, once again, maybe because of like their diet, they have more like weird vitamin that most of the time people don't put into them, or maybe some weird little coincidence like that, right? Those snakes have something in the meat that's a little bit, and again, we don't have any proof, citation needed. But let's get into why Pizza Hut began doing this. And when you see what Pizza Hut's version looks like, it looks nothing like this. I just want to point that out really fast.
No, I don't think it does, but yeah, we'll see it.
Snake soup. What are the main flavors that come out the front?
Totally.
Quite meaty, because in a snake soup there are lots of ingredients, right? When you have like one big spoonful of it,
Jesus Christ, that is not a soup, lady. That's a motherfucking stew. That is almost like a food you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost doesn't have enough water to it. Like, if
there's not enough broth.
Just like
when you
watch
have
this,
like one big spoonful of it.
Oh my jeebus. Okay.
A snake soup, there are lots of ingredients, right?
Just look at how thick
like
that is. It's
it looks very gelatin-y. It's not really brothy. It looks more of like a gelatin texture, I guess. It's consistency.
Where I come from, we call that a stew.
That's a stew.
That's a stew. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
All of it. There are, you see the blacks are black fungus and mushrooms, and then there's abalone slices, fish maw slices.
Abalone's in there too.
Of course, there's
a
snake
lot of
meats
things.
and chicken
Yeah.
meats, right? And also ginger slices. That is good to release the wind inside your stomach.
Oh, to make me fart more. Thanks.
So
That's
you
what I
fart or
need.
you burp. Yeah, you fart or you burp.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah. Like I need more of that
Right?
in my life.
Yeah, I don't need more of that shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Dude, is that a bowl
How
for
did this
one
collaboration
person?
with Pizza Hut
That's
come about?
I don't know if it's one person or a couple of people. And they share it. See, they share it.
Yeah, it's for
Yeah.
the table. It's for
Yeah.
okay, that makes way more sense. Okay.
We were invited because, first
Excuse
of
me,
all, Pizza Hut's brand and their image has started to become more and more young. So that's why they wanted younger people to.
So does that pizza? It's the bottom one. Does that pizza? And it may be the top one. I only know the bottom one for sure because of the research.
It could be the top one, but the top one they probably have like other meats with it as well. The
Yeah,
bottom
it looks
one's
like there's
more
but that's more
vegetable-y or whatever.
and all of the like yellows, all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
That's the snake meat.
Yeah.
So it's that, and then the vegetables, on
Right.
it. But it's not a soup. Well, I mean, it
I would
does
think
almost look like a breaded.
I would think on there they probably have like sliced mushrooms with it, maybe.
I think
'Cause
those
those are mushrooms. The white ones are mushrooms, I think. The shiitakes or whatever they
those
use.
those are onions. The black top
Onions?
things, I think, are because she said that
Because she was
there were
saying they use
onions in it,
mushrooms in the soup.
mushrooms.
It looks like they were shredded as well. With
and so
or
they're
julienne,
using
I should say.
They're using
Yeah.
those black mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
That's what those are. And then she said that they add in one besides many other ingredients. She did say they had well, maybe those are other things than onion slices. I don't know.
I'm not
But
sure.
anyways, that does not look like the soup that
No. I think it's just the ingredients they used in the soup, I bet you, is what's on there.
Yeah.
And solid, yeah.
So how about that snake soup pizza combo we mentioned? Post food and wine editor Charmaine Monk got her hands on one for
Actually,
us to
looks
try back in the newsroom.
Decent.
I just got a big bite of a mushroom, and for a moment there, it was more of a cheese and mushroom pizza.
I think that is exactly what this pizza made me think of when we first opened it. I think a lot of people, when we told them we were going to have snake soup pizza, they're like envisioning all of these kind of crazy images, right? Like, oh my gosh, is there like a whole snake in the crust? Is a stuffed crust to a snake? Are we going to see scales? But, it's a pretty normal looking pizza. Not scary, inoffensive.
Just a little bit of lime leaf and chrysanthemum to liven things up.
I mean, it's very pretty with the chrysanthemum.
Yeah. But if you're choosing soup or pizza, soup, hands down. So
I can see that.
I think for the folks out there,
Yeah.
it's pretty much like a mushroom and cheese pizza with just a little bit more. But if you're a fan of the snake soup, we still prefer the real thing.
I mean,
So that's
Yeah, I can honestly see that
That's
because you
that.
don't expect to have crust and cheese with a snake soup. So it gives a whole different flavoring, texture, and everything.
definitely. All right. Let me open up because I don't have it open. The YouTube. We'll go to the poll. We'll see what the poll says.
Yeah, go hang around.
So we got an answer on the Ember did her little researching here.
Okay.
It says snakes are pH neutral, though some have dangerous concentrations of heavy metals.
Okay, but are
So
they?
that's probably what they mean by alkaline. They're more alkaline than acidic, is what that's probably where they're getting
Okay.
that from.
Okay,
is my
okay,
guess.
sure.
Yeah.
That just sounded really weird.
Still,
to
if they're
me.
pH neutral, they're really neither. Really.
Yeah.
and-
Interesting. Okay.
But pH neutral to what?
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
That does, yeah. Yeah, I got
We
you.
need
But usually then
tiebreakers.
they compare it to your human skin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it like 20 more seconds, and then I'll just end it, and we'll just go through the order that
that's there.
Do. So we just need maybe one more vote. If not, that's fine. Let's see what this is.
Vote, you motherfuckers! He needs one more vote.
Okay, gosh, brainless. Vote or die, motherfuckers. Vote or die.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, shut up. Shut up.
South Park.
Yeah, I know, but but me today, not good.
Okay. Jeez, don't take it personally.
Yeah. Oh, a nice question for you, two-party Americans. How many parties you think I could choose between when voting today?
Up to 10. I don't know. We actually have more than two parties. It's just the two parties are more popular. We have tons of parties that run for office out here.
Yeah.
They just don't get as much attention.
So I ended it.
25?
Ridiculous. Yeah, 25. It's becoming ridiculous. I'm like, oh fuck.
Definitely.
I'm all for getting rid of the party system, just letting people run on their own merits. You know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
There you go, Slim. It's in the private chat.
Thank you. So the first one we're gonna go to is the free vending machine in Tokyo.
Of course, free items. We all want free items.
Of course.
Duh, who doesn't?
Tastes like human Clockwork Orange, just saying.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. There's a vending machine that gives you free goods. You have to take your cell phone and you have to swipe a code. And then I guess you get to
Of course,
pick.
it's in Japan.
Yeah. And then you get
Hello
free
Kitty
items.
goods. Oh.
Yeah. But you have to do it with your cell phone, and you can only get it every so often.
Okay, so you can't keep doing it over and over and over. Yeah. You can't spam it. Yeah.
Depends on how many phones you got.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Sure, completely. I mean, you could sit there all day long and just grab a bunch of stuff.
All your burner phones just for that.
And it probably uses the NFC code, and like I'm guessing like if you grab another NFC tag, it would probably work.
There's probably a handful of ways that you
And like
could.
those are not that expensive if you can use them like every day to get something free. If you got one of these fuckers around the corner, you know.
Yeah, I didn't realize this, and I don't really want to promote this as much, but I didn't realize that you can look up ways to get free stuff out of vending machines on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, there's codes.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not surprised that there's a lot of stuff on YouTube that should not be on there.
Yeah,
You know?
and like
It's
I didn't
not
realize they were giving
proper.
away the like codes. There's like
Mhm.
vending machine people that like got fired from their job, and they're like,
Wow.
yeah, if you just push in blah 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 blah,
Yeah,
you can get
like
a free whatever.
I don't get how they are allowed to do that. Like, I think if your former employer would find that out, you'd probably get a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Well, these people do not say who they is. You know what I'm saying? They're behind technically an anonymous YouTube channel that they used a fake email to make, and so linking them back is going to be not easy. They didn't just go on their Facebook with their fucking full name and go, "Hey,
right.
fuck my boss." Here's
With their
how
face
you
in the whole
break it."
9 yards.
Yeah. Hey, today what we're gonna show you is how to, facing it, and
It's like, I want to show you a video that's going to get me fired. Here we go.
Yeah, or
They
it's
don't
going to
do
get me in
that.
jail because most
Uh-huh.
of these people, I believe, they don't work in the industry anymore.
Oh, okay.
While they're doing it, right? Like they've been fired, or they're like,
Yeah.
dude, all you got to do is just press in these numbers. And it's kind of like back in the day, there were ways to make free phone calls on payphones. You could buy these certain noises on
Mhm.
a small little recorder, or you could buy the sound and record it, and you could go to a payphone and you could pick it up and you could play or
Yeah.
or whatever, and then it would be like you can do you can do your call, or you'd hear a certain beep tone, and then you could put it in, and you could just like we used to. I need some hackers. Let me put it that way. Like I was.
They have those for your answering machine too. If you had an answering machine, you could get the beep, and it'll give you the answering machine through. That's before you had electronic voicemail. It was all done with a tape machine in your house.
Yeah. There's lots of crazy hacks. One of the dudes I used to hang out with doing a lot of drugs with, he set up the San Diego Police Department's radio system, and he worked for the telephone company and a handful of other things. That's how we met up. Was he did IT work and I was doing IT work, and we kind of met. And then he brought me under his wing, and we would like be driving around it. Like I heard there was a dude who had a bunch of phones in a suitcase and caused a fake traffic jam on Google. Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah,
I saw
that was actually an art installation.
Oh, okay.
Lockpicking lawyer. Yeah.
Had a suitcase full of phones.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click that one, but yeah.
Anyways, so when we used to be driving down the street at like 3 a.m., we would be driving through certain areas, and he would just pull over, and we would get out, and he would just like hook into certain like boxes, and we could hear like phone sex operators.
Wow.
We could get into the police certain lines and things like that. We sat there and we could just listen to like much
just
crazy
one
shit.
thing.
What?
Do never mention that dude's name on stream.
I don't even actually remember his name at all.
Because you're basically admitting to I would guess that would be federal.
There is
illegally tapping into phones.
There is a statute of limitations as well, and I believe we've already passed.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. And how prove it?
That would be one of the FCC violations, I'm sure. So it would be federal.
Yeah. But once again, prove it. Besides my dumbass, it's
how are you going to prove it? How many years later? Yeah, it's not going to.
Yeah, and again, I honestly don't remember fucking homie's name, even though a bunch of fucking crazy shit went on. I went to go serve his ex-wife papers and at her work, and her boss beat the shit out of me. And we had to go to court for it. Dude, it was dude. Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Wait, was he his ex-wife because she was fucking her boss?
Yeah, they actually were cheating.
Like otherwise your boss is not gonna do that.
Dude, I'm the messenger. Don't beat me up. You know?
And her and I were friends, but she still didn't. It doesn't matter. And I was a little itty bitty tweaker at the time, so I should have stood up for myself. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I got stuck in a hallway. Anyways, let's keep blowing on with them.
You kind of got put in a bad position with that one.
Yeah, no,
you should have had somebody you didn't know serve the papers, because
Well, when somebody's like, "Hey, I'm going to give you a bunch of meth for free if you go and serve my wife,"
so there was a tit for tat thing. Okay,
of course. I mean,
over there, can anybody serve anybody?
I think Well, I was in California, and
I think it depends on where you're at.
Yeah, yeah. I think it depends on the state, but in California, technically, I think anybody, and maybe we were wrong. We were high on meth. Who knows? And once again, folks, I've been clean for like 18 years or something. I don't even probably need.
Yeah.
I hope I don't need to even say that anymore. I haven't touched
No.
that in a gazillion and a half years. That's why I feel comfortable talking about it, because like. Cops bust down my door and test me. All you're gonna find is marijuana and fucking.
And then again, I think.
And where you're at, marijuana is legal, so can't get you for that.
Yeah, but I think like using any kind of drug should kind of be legal. Like it's not. Why is it a crime? Like being addicted to something. That's like an illness. That's not something you need to go to jail for. That's something you need help for.
Yeah, and then once again, if we're living where I live in the Americas, it's supposed to be freedom of choice. I should be able to do whatever I want as long as I'm not intentionally trying to hurt myself or
as long as
others.
you're not causing a victim.
So
creating a victim with it.
If I want to smoke a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Technically, my rights should be as long as I don't fuck with.
I mean, if you're in your own house and doing it, and you're not bothering anybody, I don't see the harm. But if you're going to do it and go out and hurt people and drive and all that stuff, then I have an issue with it.
But also, the thing
make people crazy. Yes, go ahead.
No, but also, like, if you make it legal, you lose so much crime, and like also like. Oh, yeah, but a lot of drugs has shit in it. Yes, but if it's legal, you can regulate it, so you will not have the shit in it.
It's like pot. They regulate pot that way.
Yeah,
and just like alcohol.
Yeah, but you can just and say like, yeah, you are allowed to use it, but it has to have.
But they treat it like alcohol. You can't like do it while you're driving. There's a certain sets of rules you can't, where you can and can't do it.
It's gonna be very difficult to come up with all of those things. And Amsterdam almost did it, and Washington is trying to do it kind of right now. And I think Oregon somewhere or something.
Paste your whole drug laws. Copy paste your alcohol laws. Everything about alcohol. Copy that.
Well, we have a place in. I believe it's Oregon, maybe Washington. It's one of those places where technically everything's legal, and there's a lot of facilities that are around that are harm reduction facilities where if you want to go in there, you can do drugs and or get clean stuffs, a new clean pipe, a clean lighter, new syringes and stuff, because that's one of the major things. That's the problem is. Because it's illegal, it is hard for people to get new resources to keep doing things, and get STDs and get a handful of other things. And then also these places have a way that if you overdose, they can pull you out of it, and then they can ask you, would you like help? Yeah. Why is the reason that you're doing these drugs? Is it because of trauma that happened in your past? Which a lot of times addiction seems to have been brought from trauma.
It's triggered by something. Yeah,
and some people just have a
addictive personality or their DNA. Some families seem to just have that. Like
my husband's family was like that. The alcohol addiction it passed on generation to generation through generation.
Yeah, but like that is
my husband broke it, thank God.
Yeah, but I think part of that is also the environment you grow up in. Like if all the adults have always been drunk your entire fucking life, how are you gonna learn that it's not normal to always be drunk?
Well, see, for me, both of my parents, well, all three of my parents, because my stepdad, were all non-drinkers. And
you broke that cycle.
Well, they were the ones that broke the cycle, and then I fell back into it because both of the sides of the family have drug addiction tendencies.
Yeah, and but also like the environment you grow up in, and like
But I had crazy childhood trauma happen to me multiple times in different ways to where I didn't realize it until it was too late that I was using this as a coping mechanism. And now it's been so ingrained into me. It's just very hard for me to give it up yet. But I understand soon I'm probably just going to have to stop it. Drinking, but at least I don't do all of everything else. Like, we used to do a thing called a suicide flip, and a suicide flip was when you did 6 drugs all together at once. So you take 1 hit of acid, you take 1 mushroom, you take 1 fucking pill of ecstasy, you're smoking some weed while you're drinking beer, and then you do like a bump of ketamine or something like that. Like, that's how we used to get down constantly when I was putting on these raves and doing all this stuff. Now I just drink a couple beers at night and have a couple shots and smoke some weed. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to do all that shit. I still have mushrooms sitting here from like months ago that so I'm not even like, I don't even want to get that kind of high anymore. I'm too old for that bullshit.
Yeah, well, no, and like, even if you would do it every now and then, like, there's not that big of a problem with that.
Yeah. And my whole thing is I won't pay for anything. So every once in a blue moon, like, I'll be at a party and somebody's like, here's a bump of Coke, and I'll take a bump, and I'm like, Coke. I'm not gonna chase that dragon though. I'm not gonna, go like,
yeah,
hey, bro, let's go get another 8-ball. I'm like, whatever, dude. I don't fucking care.
So the addiction is not that deep inside of you. Like, you're probably always gonna be, because like that is something a lot of people can't do. Like, a lot of people that stop smoking, if they take 1 cigarette, they fall back. They just For a lot of people, it's everything or nothing, and like the fact that you can do it every now and then, that is something that not a lot of people can do.
Yeah, and walk away. Wake up the next morning and be like, cool, that was fun, but I don't care about finding that again for however fucking long. It doesn't matter to me. And like, I've partied hard like a rock star for like half my life. Dude, I don't need more fucking drugs. I just have to like sit back and just go, remember that one time? Yeah, that fucking was crazy. Cool. I don't even need to experience it again. Like, I'm golden. And then all the crazy crap that I did, putting on events and putting on a 1,000-person underground event that's illegal, that the cops never found out about, and that you got away with while like everybody was on drugs and nobody died, nobody got hurt, EMTs were not called to the location, nothing went wrong. That's fucking insane sometimes when I think about that. Like, that gets me high enough. Being like, dude, we pulled off some fucking crazy shit and nothing went wrong. Did things go wrong? Yeah. We were doing an event under a freeway. Fucking some new kids showed up. We all thought that somebody else knew who they were. Our homie with that had a gun on him. We walked away to go get. We'll start this just back again in a second, but you're welcome, everybody. It's story time from Slim. We walked away to go get more equipment. We came back and fucking all the equipment was gone that we had already loaded, and nobody was there. We were like, what the fuck? So we started calling our homie, and we were like, dude, we found out those 2 kids that were there attacked our friend because they had a car parked above the freeway on the side, like a pickup truck, and they were going to steal our equipment, and they were waiting for that to happen, like him to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, only one person. And my homie pulled out his gun, and they somehow got it away from him. They shot him in his fucking face like 2 times or something. I think it was more. I don't even know. So when we got back, we were like, because they stole the equipment. They literally like took stuff up. They eventually, the cops, they told us, well, that and somebody else saw something, but the cops told us they had cameras on the freeway, and they saw two people in all black taking sound equipment into this thingy-mabobber, and I think they got caught eventually. And they had to go to trial, and he had to go in front of them and give his testimony. Anyways, my homie, with his face blown off, walks up a hill and goes into the parking lot of an apartment building, and then the cops got called, and the ambulance, blah blah blah, and we didn't even know because we got separated. And then when we went back up, the cops came down and they hemmed us up and they stopped us, and that's when we found out what happened to our homie, because they were like, oh yeah, if you didn't do it, your friend is up there, because that's what we said. We said our friend's missing, we don't know where our homie is. And they're like, oh, his face is blown off up, he's probably not gonna make it. And luckily he did make it. They patched up his head and he looked pretty normal after that. Cosmetic surgeons are pretty good at stuff. I had a cousin who hit a cow and a horse in Tijuana, Mexico, when he was trying to drop off his van to get it insurance claim on it. He was just gonna, I think he was doing something else sketchy. I don't know exactly what, but the fucking horse hit him in the face.
Sketchy shit.
The horse hit him in the face, and then he ended up getting himself across the American border, and then we were able to get him into surgery on the American side, and then he went to a plastic surgeon. It took 3 times for them to fix his face, and he used to look exactly like me. We used to joke that we were twins, and he was just my cousin. And then after that, he did not look like me, but his face looked almost normal. Okay, anyways, let's keep going. The mushroom cocktails.
There are a lot of uses for mushrooms in cooking, but what would you think about mixing it in cocktails? Well, bartenders across the country are mixing creative concoctions that are just a little bit different, and these drinks actually come with some health benefits too.
Giggle Water's restaurant and movie theater in Safety Harbor likes to shake things up at the bar.
We try to follow trends that are happening in cocktails, and we look for interesting opportunities to kind of explore what's happening in the cocktail world.
This is our shroom teeny. For example, this shroom teeny. Yes, that's shroom as in mushroom.
We kind of looked at different ways to bring mushrooms to cocktails to kind of create balance and interest in them. We like to
I mean, I usually have a mushroom with my cock. Never mind. That's something completely different.
bring something from the movie to a cocktail. So we find a way to create a cocktail that's inspired by the movie. Everyone who's tried them has been pleasantly surprised.
And then we're going to do a teaspoon of our dehydrated mushrooms, the lion's mane mushrooms.
The lion's mane mushrooms being used in this shroom
It needs
teeny are
garlic.
sourced
Exactly,
locally
Rex.
from Joe Iovino's Cactus Hat mushrooms. He's testing out the drinks.
This is a relatively new experience for me. I've never had a mushroom cocktail.
That's what she said.
I don't drink martinis, but if this is what it tastes like, I'm now a fan. And I think that might be what's happening here. The dried lion's mane in it just makes it more savory, and it's enjoyable to drink. I find myself wanting to gulp it more than sip.
Next, another creative mushroom mix.
The second cocktail is going to be our lion's mane lemonade.
I'm sure that you
That
could.
has an ounce of our lavender lemon syrup, or about 5 ounces of lemonade. And then we're going to do 1.5 ounces of vodka, 2 teaspoons of our dehydrated lion's mane mushrooms.
It sounds like it does.
So what does he think?
I didn't get the mushroom in it, which to me is a plus. I don't really want to taste mushrooms in my drinks, but this is really pleasant.
Until now, Joe's go-to mushroom drink has been his lion's mane coffee.
I think mushrooms belong in just about anything these days. The health benefits are being discovered, and they're very promising for things like focus and memory, specifically with lion's mane. Or it's actually very rewarding to see something you grew evolve into a drink. I never would have thought mushrooms would make their way into cocktails, but here we are, and it's great.
You never thought your mushroom was going to make
honestly,
it into
that color of it does not look very appealing to me. Just saying.
No, you're very correct. And the presentation is a little bit off-putting. Just like any food that is purple, we actually dislike automatically.
Oh
There's
my
not
God.
very many purple foods
Yeah.
because purple to us means rotten bad or something's wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's not very many things in nature other than an aubergine that is purple around us most of the time.
Do you remember
even
when Heinz came out with a different colored ketchup
Yeah.
stick to get kids to eat ketchup? They had purple,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it didn't last very long because nobody wanted to buy it.
Yeah, they made them every color, I believe. And
Yeah,
purple,
I think it
if
was.
I remember, was the least bought.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. They just stopped doing it after they're like, this is just not selling like we
Yeah,
thought
I know
it would.
it's silly.
Kids don't care if it's what color ketchup is.
No, yeah.
You know what they say, you can't knock it until you try it.
That's never mind. Okay, let's go with the.
Can you knock it and then try it?
All right, I think we have to do it this way, and yeah, we'll do it this way. Totes.
And what she just said was only for food and drink.
If this is for a giveaway, like I'm not giving it away, but like Xbox is giving this away. Check their social medias. Oh, okay, this is a celebration of the Wonka movie. The Timothy Chalamet is coming out.
Why?
Okay, there we go. Is it this one?
Yeah, no, that's not the.
These are edible. Are they edibles? Oh, this is heavy. Is this the scale? Oh my god, I think it is.
It's totally just
Chocolate controller.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I've always wanted to do this.
Okay, so look at that face.
That was a good pause, Slim. Good pause.
This game is definitely on point.
On fleek,
So,
as they say.
Here is what what this is. Let's put it that way.
Willy Wonka themed Xbox Series 10 console with edible chocolate controller unveiled. Xbox and Warner Brothers. Pictures are teaming up for a sweet gaming experience in collaboration with the upcoming film, Wonka. Get ready for a chance to win exclusive prizes, including a limited edition Wonka chocolate bar-inspired Xbox Series console with an edible Xbox controller made entirely of pure chocolate.
There you go.
Xbox is running a limited edition Wonka prize draw. Follow Xbox on X, formerly Twitter, retweet the official giveaway tweet, and you could be sinking your teeth into these unique treats. The competition is open from November 13, 2023, to December 14, 2023. The package, dubbed the Box of Chocolate, not only includes a burgundy Xbox wireless controller inspired by Wonka's coat but also features 5 chocolate truffle variations.
Yeah, that's what he was showing us, those
Achievement
little
truffles
that were the buttons. They were buttons.
Is that controller entirely made of chocolate?
Yes, and that's not
wild.
what that looked like though, because remember when we looked at what he just showed us, because he did have one of the things. There is no
Mr. Big
colorations in these buttons.
No,
and that didn't look
Okay.
exactly like that. But of course, this is a
look
mock-up.
like something else.
There wasn't colors for the buttons, and then there was not black buttons for the other things, and then this more looked like an indent than it did
the
actual rocker pad or whatever those are actually called. So it looked like a more dumbed down version, but I am being pedantic by pointing that out completely, because this is just a model that they use to promote it.
This looks like a actual controller with that is chocolate themed.
They just made a controller.
I mean,
this is probably CGI, and they just took the model of controller and gave it chocolate colors. And then again, like if PlayStation comes out with a chocolate colored controller, I'd be interested.
The thing is with the food photography like that, they do things to them to make it look for the photography, so it's obviously not going to be the same, looking when you get it.
What? I see that, and yes, if they made a controller that looked like this, I'm sure that people would buy it, especially if it was like a limited edition version or some kind of weird fucking edition or version. Yeah. But anyways,
still,
although
other controllers that you showed were much better. With the
that's true.
Doorknob Head is right. When he bit into the controller, it was solid chocolate. It wasn't like just hollowed out.
No,
Yeah,
they
I was
spent a lot of
expecting-
money with
Yeah.
that for sure.
Yeah, I like this. A lot of chocolate.
Well, thank you,
Mm.
Billy Boy. Thank you for the 5. I know that you don't know this, but for $5, you're getting me to take a shot of
Take
vodka.
a shot. Mm-hmm.
So
Is that not pinned in the chat that's what you get?
Yep, exactly. Well, yes, I just didn't know if because normally somebody will say put in like a shot or something else. But anyways, if you didn't know Billy Boy, then here we blow. So I have the Kinky Pink vodka and cheers, bro. Salute Solange. Skull. Tap it on the ground to wake up the dead to give them recognition and give
You
them
mean
a
like
cheers.
that? I just copied yours. Bad vodka.
Bad vodka. All right. Well, there we go. Yeah. Thank you.
By the way, speaking of donations, does anybody know if Mango made her goal last night?
I don't know.
If she didn't, she would probably be here, and I would
Okay.
be doing shots for her.
Mhm.
But I don't know that for sure. Yeah, I this morning she keeps doing it in times when like I'm driving to work and then like setting up for work, and
So you
it
can't
takes,
do anything.
know,
Yeah.
So I can barely like listen in on her because I do my research for some of my streams in the morning, or I put a lot of the stuff together when I get to work. So at 8 a.m. I sit there for half an hour or so, and I make sure I know exactly what we're doing for the stream for that day. And then I just double check that everything's there, set up the stream and stuff while I'm waiting for everything to warm up in the warehouse, because like it's a frozen warehouse most of the time, or it's too hot, so I have to vent it out or whatever. So I have to get it to a level temperature and begin setting things up. So that's what I do in the beginning, and then most things are set up for the streams. And yeah. So what are you drinking, if you don't mind us asking, Billy? So anyways, let's blow on a little bit more with
Billy Boy, what you drinking?
There's more, and it would be amazing if we could figure out a way to get our hands on one of these. I think they were sending these out to content creators, or a handful of them, before. I don't think I could probably get one now.
I'm guessing
On
it's
gaming
it's more
your
popular
quick
content
reactions.
creators. I'm guessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the gentleman that we just showed, I don't know what his background is.
Yeah.
I've never heard
They're
of
going
him.
to be picky
but-
on who they.
Probably people that do like Xbox games and stuff.
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah. So yeah, of course.
Well, and maybe Minecraft creators could have gotten them. Mama.
We might look at and see.
I have
exactly.
enough subscribers and people. I don't think they would send one to me. I think they would do like, people that have the following.
Bacardi Silver.
We can definitely look that up in a second.
Truffle has bold espresso.
Okay, here we go.
Your citrus sidekick is a mix of chocolate and orange
I'm
for a burst of
drinking
flavor,
weak-ass
inspired by the
freaking
variety of games on
vodka.
Xbox Game Pass. The extra kick, Truffle adds a bit of heat for excitement and sweet rewards. Lastly, the Wonka for the win, Truffle keeps it simple with pure, decadent chocolate joy.
Yes, we can.
But that's
now.
not all. Xbox is bringing
You
the
can?
Wonka.
I keep getting these red things that says I'm not allowed to comment.
What?
In the side chat?
In the side, not the chats I'm sending you guys, the ones in the main side
Are you getting
chat.
like
Do you
an
see
error that so
Yeah.
it won't go through? That's a YouTube thing. You may have to refresh.
Yeah, refresh.
I get those on occasion. YouTube will. I don't know what the deal is.
Chicken wing, chicken.
And then when he comes back,
Yeah.
Are you? Never mind. I thought you were playing the fucking story mode for a second, but there's no way for you to look like that in story mode. So I was like, never mind. I
So
know
does
what's going on.
your
now.
part of Denver look like that yet, Slim?
No, but tomorrow it will.
Okay.
That's when everybody's getting all of the white Thanksgiving is what they're calling
The
it.
White Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because
before the Black Friday.
Oh yeah, tomorrow you celebrate genocide again.
Yeah.
Well, it's Indigenous Peoples Day, I guess, is what we call it. I don't know.
Well,
no, that's Columbus Day.
No,
It's
Indigenous
the day
people
after.
murdering
The day
Indigenous
after
People Day.
Anyways, so I'm an idiot, obviously, duh. Like I'm Slim. I planned a stream for tomorrow that is AI generated stuff, or any AI generated stuff. But we're gonna do that next week. Tomorrow, most likely, I have to find out when I'm having Thanksgiving with my father or eating. We're probably we'll do a Red Dead Redemption online live stream with everybody because I'm the only American in that plays Red Dead. So all of them, it would be a normal day for them. So yeah, well, we most likely do a Red Dead stream tomorrow.
I'm gonna do my Karen tomorrow anyway, just because.
Awesome.
Not
Well, what
everybody
time are you gonna
celebrates
do that?
Thanksgiving. Be 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock your time. You're
Okay.
mountain. No, you're mountain, right?
Mountain.
Yes, I'm Mountain
1
Standard.
o'clock your time. 1 o'clock your time.
Okay.
12 o'clock my
Okay.
time.
All right.
Most likely
So-
we'll be doing it earlier because I
Yeah.
think at like 2 or 3 I'll probably be having dinner with my father.
Right.
So we'll probably do an early, so maybe like 10 a.m., 11 a.m., which is better for the Europe's kids
Mhm.
because, and then maybe more people can join us because it's before Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
In quotes, because that's normally how we're
Yeah,
supposed to do it, even though
1,
most
2,
of the time
3
people,
here. It depends on when the
Yeah,
turkey gets
yeah.
done and when everything gets done.
Yeah, even though most of the time it is turkey lunch or Thanksgiving lunch,
Right.
pre-dinner, and then whatever. So
Mhm.
we'll probably be doing early morning or in the morning for here.
Oh,
doing a stream.
You mean it's Thanksgiving eating all day?
That's what it is in the Americas. Is you literally eat all fucking day.
Watch
'cause-
football. It's just a day to be with family. You know, we've lost sight of the pilgrim thing. It's just all about just being with family for the day.
Yeah, nobody over
don't-
here understands the concept of like exactly what that means, other than being thankful for your family
Yeah.
and eating too much food to
Yep.
give you even more diabetes than you
Mhm.
already had the day before. And no, I'm just kidding.
One day the year we can just indulge, other than Christmas. You know, they can indulge.
And in
In
the
the US,
UK,
mhm.
they make roast dinner every Sunday.
Yeah. Some people do down here too in the South and stuff. They'll have that Sunday dinner.
We
Just
have
depends on the
roasted
family.
dinners. Not every Sunday. We have a fair few of them though at our house.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the price of the roast usually rather than the occasion.
Beef is getting so expensive.
It matters on how many.
Everything.
Crazy.
It matters on how many people we hit on the side of the road before the Sunday.
You know, roadkill is legal to have now.
So well, there's like 3 states, right, that you can
I
get a
think so.
permit, or
Yeah.
there's legalization
Yeah.
of if it ain't stank, you can pick it up and
right.
You just,
Well,
I think you just have
was
to
that
like
not legal
somewhere.
before?
Yeah, no, technically, if it is the government's meat,
Mhm.
if it's
on a
dead
public
the side of
road,
the
basically. Yeah.
on a public highway.
Oh.
So technically, it's
Mhm.
not your meats.
So
So,
but
but
once
there
you're
are
alderman
3.
and you gotta ask their permission.
Well, you gotta ask.
It's like you can't go hunting in a state park, that kind of thing. You can only go in hunting in areas where it's permitted.
And
You
I
know?
also think that they also thought
That's
it was
true.
like partially poaching because people were trying to hit animals.
Right.
So you're trying to
right.
hit animals so that you can pick it up
wing
for.
it.
Super chat.
You want to wing it so you
Yeah, I see.
make sure it's
Oh,
not too bruised.
2 shots. Is that 2 shots for you
I
now?
see that. That's 2 shots,
Oh.
yes. And so tomorrow is going to be the Lions versus the Packers.
I think the Lions always play on Thanksgiving, don't they?
I don't know if I
There's
don't,
one-
I don't know.
There's
I don't know.
one
The Detroit Lions?
team that always plays on Thursdays. I don't know.
I thought the Packers I think has to be
They have to play. I don't know why the Packers wouldn't play the Vikings so they could get home for dinner.
Right.
I don't know how you can.
Detroit ain't that far either, I suppose.
Detroit's not that far. No, Michigan's not that far from.
No, it's still in the
I honestly don't know how you can Packers and a Lion. Usually they bite the hell out of you or scratch you before you can pack the Lions. So, I mean, you have to be very talented to pack those Lions.
From what I understand, Lions are playing really good
but
this season. So, you know.
Yeah. All right. So
usually I'm the Packers.
You can't just go to the fucking zoo and go hunting. Jeez.
All I know is the 49ers are number 1 in their division right now, so that's all I care about.
Sure, I have no idea about any of the sports balls. I don't care how many sports points you get for whatever.
I know.
The only time that I really care about any of that is when they give away free Jello shots at my favorite bar whenever there's games playing and the favorite team wins. They just hand out like Jello shots, and I'm like, "Yeah, go sports ball!" And everybody looks at me like, "God damn, Slim."
Well, this is why we can't have nice things, Slim.
I don't know that any of these are not. They're not just excuses to get together and drink. Anyway, like you're just being way more honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
8-2. Oh, nice.
Is that what
my
the
Lions
spread
are 8-2?
Right,
so they're 8 wins to 2. No, 8 wins to versus 2 losses.
Sure.
That's good. That's very good.
That's a new thing to me. But
Doorknob hat. If you tie the paws down and put tape around their mouth, you can do it more than once.
And chloroform's an amazing thing. I mean, never mind. I didn't say that out loud.
Hey, Commander.
I think Green Bay's team is named after a meatpacking company originally, isn't it? Like, isn't that
who is named after what?
The Green Bay's team was
Green
named
Bay
after
Packers.
Like
I think it's like a meat packing. Yeah, for meat packing.
Because like a meatpacking company got to name the team or something. There's a story about it.
I hope that's it because the other
I gotta run again, but
gosh,
no worries.
I'm having one of those nights. I gotta pay attention to stuff. I'll try to come back.
We'll
see if I can get her.
We'll see it.
There she is.
I hope that it's about a meat packing plant. Otherwise, the other meat packing that happens is not. Kids should not learn about that. By watching,
like not a fudge packing plant, basically,
it's
right?
Not a that, yeah. It should be, we'll talk about that when you're older, kid. Let's put it that way. Okay. Anyways, look at how the key is just like, mommy, pay attention.
She has her paw on my. She has her paw right here on my hand.
It's so great. I love that so much. Okay, so let's.
Oh, now I get why you're using a trackball.
Yep. See, I can move. Yeah, see there. Works.
All right. So now we're gonna get into.
My ad?
This is the Spaceplane that is going to be available for humans, the public, to buy tickets to go into inner, outer, inside, middle orbit, whatever they call it. They'll tell you.
After decades of
probably suborbital flight.
Their test article is complete and preparing for its maiden
one
flight.
more shot. Here we go.
In the past, the space shuttle was a staple within the industry, flying over 100 times, both with crew and cargo. Its unique design allowed it to be reused after landing on a runway. However, it was far from perfect, and eventually was retired in 2011. Now, a new modern space plane is getting ready to lift off and mark the beginning of Dream Chaser's busy future. This includes multiple variants meant for crew and cargo, a smaller size, folding wings, and a host of features meant to improve on past designs. This news from Sierra Space comes just in time as if
you didn't say it right. I said inner, outer, middle orbit. That's everybody hashtag
inner,
that.
outer, middle
inner,
orbit.
Outer, middle orbit. Let's hashtag that bullshit. So, anyways, this is what this amazing space plane looks like, and the reason why they're calling that is because once again, it's going to go into low orbit. And that's what I
probably
believe
low Earth orbit, yeah.
Or
right. At least up to the Kármán line, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. That's what it's gonna do. Is just go that
probably
high. Once again,
probably at first just a suborbital flight.
Right.
And once again, they're gonna explain it, and my dumbass being drunk is probably not exactly saying it right. So let's let them tell us exactly what's happening. But this will be awesome, especially if we can like. They're never gonna believe the fucking Earth's a globe, anyways. But it would be great to get fucking flat earthers to actually like go and see this shit and do these things. But their confirmation biases are not gonna let them believe anything. They're gonna be like, "Ew, something's curved," or like, "You like drugged me," or something to make me.
The windows are screens.
The windows are curved, man. That's why it looks curved out there.
My eyeball's curved, even though I can see straight
My
lines.
eyeball's a
fucking
sphere.
eyeball
That's
other
why
times.
I see the curve. Yeah, exactly.
Every other time I see fucking straight lines. And
They shouldn't be able to notice balls because they don't have balls.
Yeah, they don't have balls and they don't know measurement because they all have micro penises, so they don't know what 6 inches even is.
What I love is Felix Baumgartner when he did the Red Bull jump. He was up high enough. He had an unobstructed view of the Earth. He could see Earth curve from where he was at.
Totally have like way too much fucking video, constant video, non-cut video of the curve through multiple different organizations, agencies, and other things like that. That fuck you for trying to.
Well, God willing, when they finally go send people to the moon, when that finally does happen, they'll have a camera that maybe they can point back to check the Earth out from the surface of the moon, not its orbit. You know?
Man, I want fucking CC to fucking
and have it be live footage.
I want CC to go through this, and I want him to go and do his fucking dumbass fucking videos to try to dispel what he's actually seeing, because that's what he does when he's in his car. He's like, "See, there's a thing," and if like,
but he never just. You notice it's with him. He just talk. He doesn't show any evidence whatsoever. It's just all personal incredulity.
It's a stream of consciousness that comes out of him that has no basis to anything. And once again, it's he throws out a bunch of mind, theories, philosophies that no, that's not how science works. Yeah, it's cool to do mind experiments or thought experiments, right? Like, what if this did that, and then this happened, and these things did a thing? That's cool to think about, bro. But when we go to reality, you're like, okay, well, the physics of this going into that connects to all these other sciences that make these things. Oh, well, that was a cute fucking thought experiment, but that's all it is. And that's all he does is thought experiments. He's like, see how this thing, and then if you did this, and like, dude, if you think about this, like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, let's keep blowing on with this because I can go on forever. And I really hope we can get a handful of flat earthers to go in to experience some of these things. And I would love to see their responses.
Yeah.
Hey, Doorknob Head. And if there's anybody else that I haven't said hello to or we haven't said hello to, hi.
Wow.
I know, but I wasn't 100% sure if I said hello to them.
Yeah.
But let's just keep blowing on.
To prepare for a launch in only a few months from now. Here I'll go more in depth into the completion of Dream Chaser
That thing
Tenacity.
looks crazy.
The final steps before
I love the
launch.
name of it, Tenacity.
It's so important.
That's very fitting for that. I will tell you that Astronomy Live, that not Falcon Heavy, that one launch from the STS launch this past week.
There was an STD
launch. STS launch. They had 33 Raptor engines. They were testing them again. Launch. They all lit and they all stayed lit. And then when the first stage booster, they separated and the top part of it kept going. It was supposed to come back to Earth and then land. As it turned around and came back to Earth, it exploded.
Okay.
And of course, flat earthers, oh my God, look, it hit the dome. It's like, do you see the other part of the ship keep going? It's ahead of that part. you know?
And not just that, but what distance was that? Well, look at all the other fake distances you say. It's never the same distance.
No, it's never.
Supposedly, the dome would be technically. Well, I guess
the dome should be really tall compared if the Earth.
Well,
for the Earth,
but it
right?
should be almost the same distance around. Almost. I mean, I guess it would technically bulge more at the top, but the distances wouldn't match up. if we were pretending, I mean, I don't know. I didn't look it up. I'm just guessing.
Hot separation, yeah, doorknob,
that's what would be a thing. And they're like, there's a curve. Oh my jeebus. It doesn't matter. Let's keep going on with this because this is way more interesting.
But then the top part kept going and it eventually lost signal and tumbled. And they couldn't find after that. Astronomy Live was in the Florida Keys. The launch was from South Padre Island or wherever it was, that base down there. That launch pad down there in Texas. 5 minutes after takeoff, he caught it and it was tumbling.
Yeah, exactly.
And he got really good images of it. Another guy helped him stabilize it. It's really good video. But it's like flat earthers explain this. Here it is right here, and it's tumbling. And it eventually exploded. But they're like, it was a success because all the Raptor engines ignited and stayed on this time.
Yeah, that's how science works.
All you gotta test things.
Yeah, but basically,
you have to.
Every test they do is a success.
Exactly.
Yeah, because even if it's a failure, it's a success as long as there's not human bodies on it when it fails. And that's again why you test science first. You do dummy missions or missions where there's not human bodies on there, and you're only testing this process. They're not trying to get to the moon in that case. They're trying to get these things to do a certain things in a certain order to make sure that they can go to the next testing phase. Or I got to do this like 5 times or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, Al reminded me before we leave to share whatever you were asking us to share, and we'll get to it. I'm not trying to ignore that. So
that's cool.
Let's get through this a little bit more to why it took 30 years for them to get to this part of the process. You want to know why? Let them explain it. But obviously,
let's let them explain
making sure that
testing is key.
Science has to work. Like, you can't just throw a bunch of fucking flat earthers in a trash can into space.
Everything on that has to work.
Dumbass.
Everything on that plane has to work. It's just not yeah. So that takes time and testing. Okay.
Billy Boy said it, and so it must be true. Okay, I'm sorry. Everything
it hit the ice shelf barrier that ricocheted back.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
We've done all the research we've done. We were incorrect. You're right, Billy. Okay,
yes, you're right, Billy.
You figured it out. Thank you for that. That was amazing. All right,
it's so good.
Dream Chaser was publicly announced all the way back in 2004. At the time, the company working on the project wasn't even Sierra Space. It was a different group called Space Dev. This being said, a few years after starting the project in 2008, Space Dev and the Dream Chaser Spaceplane were acquired by the Sierra Nevada Corporation, the parent company of Sierra Space. Since then, we've seen...
Wait, Sierra Brewing Company? Sierra Nevada Brewing Company? Oh, this is
Billy.
All built off...
different tests and progress as the company developed and assembled this vehicle. This morning, however,
You're
we have
welcome.
arguably the biggest update in the project's over decade-long development. Here, Sierra Space tweeted saying, "We've arrived at a profound milestone in both our company's journey and our industry's future," said CEO Tom Bice. Tenacity, the first vehicle in the Dream Chaser fleet, is complete and will ship to NASA's Neil Armstrong test facility in the coming weeks. This included an image of the entire Sierra Space team with Tenacity complete in the background.
So all of these people are faking the globe. All of these people know the Earth's flat.
I gotta admit, like for something this with this level of innovation, it's not. I would have expected more people.
More people. I get you. But it's a private company. This is a private company doing this, so.
Yeah,
I do see what you're saying, Brainless, but I also do see a private company that's been struggling for 30 years to get this to be here. Unfortunately, it's probably, and there may be more people that we don't see, but that's kind of what they're trying to show is the company with their finished product that they're going to be testing soon.
And it's probably somebody that was sick or something. So that's probably the guy we miss.
Yeah, and Bill and Ted, they're off to the sides too.
And then there's the person that's taking the picture.
Go ahead, Al.
Well, you're just talking about like how many people aren't in the photo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool. This is a space plane.
Yeah, the space plane that will be going
And this is for shaving wood in space, right?
Exactly. That's exactly. They're doing planing in space with this craft. Exactly.
So like a great idea.
Image provided by the company.
Yeah.
We can see a bunch of different
That's
details.
what we need
such as the
more
vehicle's
of.
Thrusters at the front. The folded wings needed to fit within the fairings of United Launch Alliance's Vulcan rocket can also be seen, in addition to thousands of thermal tiles spread across the body. In the company's statement, Sierra Space said, "Today we proudly revealed the fruits of years of passionate determination, countless breakthrough innovations, and relentless commitment, the remarkable Dream Chaser spaceplane. Sometime in the next few weeks, this vehicle will ship to NASA's facility in Ohio for final testing before launch approval." Interestingly,
Yay.
Tenacity has
Awesome.
already been to this facility before, where it completed some checkouts. Specifically, earlier this year, Sierra Space and NASA successfully completed a joint thermal vacuum demonstration test at the facility. The test was performed in preparation for integrated Dream Chaser spacecraft environmental tests, which are only weeks away. The test validated the ability of NASA's in-space propulsion facility to achieve both hot and cold temperature extremes under vacuum, along with a collection of critical data needed to increase accuracy/fidelity of models used to predict thermal conditions and vehicle performance. It went well, and now later this month, a few more tests will be completed. Once testing is done, assuming the results are good, Dream Chaser Tenacity will be ready to ship to Florida to be integrated onto Vulcan. The first launch will see Tenacity lift off before it attempts to reach and berth to the International Space Station. It will be
Okay, so I was totally mistaken what I thought this motherfucking thing shit was for. I thought they were just going to be taking civilians into lower orbit, but they're actually at this point actually bringing people to the ISS. I didn't know it was going that far into space, which is still
that is actually quite low.
Or something. Yeah, but well, sure.
Low.
But I thought it was going to not be as high as this. But anyways, that's even more fun to learn that it's going to go to the ISS.
Bring cargo and stay docked at the station for a few months before separating and attempting to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere.
It's going to be docked.
If successful, it will then attempt a runway landing, completing the first mission. Back in January 2016, NASA announced that Dream Chaser had been awarded one of the CRS-2 contracts and committed to purchasing a minimum of 6 resupply missions to the ISS. This initial mission is mainly a demo and is meant to prove the capability and operations of this new vehicle. If things go well, we can expect a ramp up in Dream Chaser flights as the company completes its contracted missions with NASA. In terms of a specific launch date for this maiden flight, there are still a few unknowns. Most recently, the company was targeting next month in December. However, the vehicle the Dream Chaser is launching on, ULA's Vulcan, has faced quite a few delays. The first launch of Vulcan, which will not be carrying Dream Chaser, is targeted for Christmas Eve or December 24th. The second Vulcan launch will be the one carrying Tenacity. For this reason, even if the first Vulcan flight goes perfectly, the second launch won't happen until January or February of 2024 at the earliest.
That's still not that far away. Next month and or 2 months away. So hopefully we'll be seeing this very soon being launched into space and or tested first. Because remember, every test, even if it's a failure, just like we said, is still an improvement, because then everybody can look at the data that happened from the failure, and then we can learn from that.
In addition, a few months ago, Tom Weiss, chief executive of Sierra Space, said the company was continuing to work towards a first launch of its cargo Dream Chaser vehicle as soon as December. Most importantly, he commented that he expected Dream Chaser to be fully integrated with its launch vehicle in the December timeframe and launch in a window that extends into early February. This also matches up with the time needed for Sierra Space and NASA to complete the final testing.
That's so cool.
The last time we saw a spaceplane launch was back in 2011 during the final space shuttle mission. Even though Tenacity is also a spaceplane, it's very different than the shuttle. The Dream Chaser spaceplane is a multi-mission vehicle meant to support a variety of LEO needs. It can be customized for both domestic and international customers via vehicle configuration, launch site, destination, landing site, duration, and a host of other variables. Sierra Space is quoted saying, "Tenacity represents an uncrewed spiritual successor to the space shuttle, and at 30 feet or 9 meters long, it's roughly a quarter of the total length of the space shuttle orbiters. Tenacity's pressurized volume is 33 cubic meters, including both the spaceplane and the cargo module. This makes the spaceplane more sustainable and easier to maneuver, but it also assists with the gentle 1.5G runway landings, ideal for fragile cargo. Compatible with a wide variety of launch vehicles, Tenacity will be launched in a stowed configuration inside a 5-meter payload fairing, making it significantly more flexible by reducing ascent loads on the vehicle and protecting the vehicle from debris.
That makes way more sense.
Sierra Space conducted a test flight where the team tested the Dream Chaser hardware during an autonomously conducted atmospheric flight. On descent over the California desert.
Yeah, so again, autonomously. So there was nobody in it, and they put it through a test where people were controlling it from other places that weren't in it. And that's what we need more of instead of just killing more animals and or people.
The Dream Chaser test vehicle.
I mean, we do need to kill all humans, but not yet. We're getting close.
Autonomously deployed its landing gear, touching down on the runway at NASA's Armstrong Flight Research Center in Edwards, California, demonstrating the spaceplane's unique lifting body design. As for in-space maneuvering, Tenacity...
Brainless.
What?
Do you know what this is?
Time to slam now.
Do you know what Space Jam is?
Oh, yes. Oh, that was an awesome movie.
Okay. Brainless doesn't know most of the classic movies that
Shut up!
most of us grew up with. So I have to just ask. So everybody get up. It's time to slam now. We got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. It's your chance to do your dance at the Space Jam. And that was from the movie. We're getting very close to the Space Jam. It was like Bugs Bunny. It was those characters that were
Michael Jordan too, right?
Yeah, and Michael Jordan was in it, and I got another shot in here for you. Jesus Christ.
Bill to come in more often.
Add vodka. Definitely. Okay, so let's blow in a little bit further with this.
You will utilize internally developed thrusters with 3 different thrust modes. In addition to the spaceplane itself, the company will attach a large module to the back of the vehicle named Shooting Star. The Shooting Star cargo module is a flexible 15-foot transport and cargo vehicle to be used as an attachment to the Dream Chaser spaceplane.
That's awesome.
Dream Chaser, with the help of the Shooting Star, can deliver up to 12,000 pounds of pressurized and unpressurized cargo to low Earth orbit. As for the heat shield, thousands of unique...
Hold on. Bev, do you want to see what a level thingy-mabobber is?
Watch this.
Pounds of pressurized and unpressurized.
I know they're not
a large module,
but here we
to
blow.
the back of the vehicle named Shooting Star. The Shooting Star car.
Here's what we call level in these
is a flexible 15-foot transport and cargo vehicle to be used as an attachment to the Dream Chaser spaceplane. Dream Chaser, with the help of the Shooting Star, can deliver up to 12,000 pounds of...
Right there. See that projectile? See how it's curved, curved? It's going that far away from the Earth. That's what we mean by level, you fucking twat. That's how this all works.
Pressurized and unpressurized cargo to low Earth orbit. As for the heat shield, thousands of unique individual tiles are attached to each portion of the spaceplane. The difference between black and white is an additive to the outer glass coating, which helps balance heat absorbed. Each tile is unique.
Okay. There's just a lot of semantics that they're going to be going over after that, and we don't really need to.
And that's all stuff Slim doesn't understand.
I don't get it. No, I'm just kidding. No, they've already talked about the space shields a little bit before that. So
about space shields.
Give me a millisecond, and then we'll share what Al was asking us to share, and then of course I have to end with our new favoriteest song in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That song was messing me up this morning. I was singing it to myself in the shower. It was a pretty effed up 3:45 this morning at my house.
Do you want to know how messed up it's made?
It too.
You know how messed up it's made me? I've literally been walking around saying it completely the wrong way, like don't touch my clogs, you can fuck my dog, you can kiss my ass, you can...
Hey, you can make up whatever word you want to it, okay?
I know.
It's fine.
Where you're singing it, though.
no, I know. Well,
I mean, you can't sing that to Piggly Wiggly just like willy nilly.
No. Before my dad got into the warehouse, I was yelling it out, and then when he came in, I played it for him, and he was dying laughing.
When I was done today, like I put my Bluetooth speaker in front of my van while loading up my stuff. It went volume, and it was blasting that track like hell, fucking yeah.
Let's wait till Caitlin gets back.
It's so funny. Yes, Commander Clogs.
Hey,
dude, I was coming up with like the most like effed
Did I
up.
start the stuff yet or not yet?
Well, yeah. Here we below. Do you want to share it? Oh, I got it. Give me just a millisecond. Damn. Okay, and Al, go ahead and put your channel link in the site of my chat.
How do I do that? Hold on. If I go here and
Mom,
can I copy this?
I'm hearing you. Hang on.
Copy the link. And
I got my hands full.
We got it, Al. Hold on. We got it, Al.
Okay.
Yeah. No, sure.
Did I do it? Did it go?
Al got it.
Yeah,
I believe so.
First time ever. This is the first time I've been on the show without driving a truck, I think. So.
Yeah, and so there we blow. And so let's go ahead and watch this. And you're welcome, everybody.
Here we go.
Oh man.
Welcome.
You might want to play this on mute.
Do something I should not do, which is I'm going to sing this song I wrote.
Well, I can't play it on
see how it
mute.
goes. Poorly. This is
I'm
my
just apologizing for my voice.
Was effing terrible. All right, here we go. I've written this because the Kentucky Atheist is being copyright claimed by Ray Comfort, who is a pretty terrible individual as they go. And I was inspired to rewrite the words to a popular song from a few decades ago. And my apologies for the absolute mangling of the original music and my lack of all musical talent here. But,
you need to say this after. Don't say that before.
It's not.
No, I'm trying to get everyone to run.
Kirk sits with a shit-eating grin. There's a Kiwi man sitting next to him, making love to his curved yellow friend. He says, "This is the atheist worst nightmare. I hold it like this 'cause I blow. But it's curved and it's sweet, and I don't know the deeds. But I'll lie if it makes me some dough. La 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 diddy da. La la diddy da. Sin if you must. You're the banana man. Sin 'cause you're wrong tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for some fruit tonight, and you've got a handful of pie. Well, that snake at the bar is a friend of mine.
And demonetized.
Gets me my fruit for free. And he's quick with a joke.
Did we just get demonetized? I'm sorry.
But there's some genetic mutates. He says, Ray, you've got to stop. You're killing me.
Make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell then.
Right off his face. Well, I'm sure that I'd find a crocodile if I could just
sit on his face. Never
la 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 diddy da. La la diddy da. Now Paul is a biblical novelist. Never had time
Dr.
for the
Peel.
truth.
Nice.
And he's talking with Kirk, who's really a jerk. And probably will be for life. And the waitress is bringing a daiquiri as the banana man makes us all grow. Yes, they're sharing a thought that's illogical. But it's better than think for your own. Sing us the song, you're the banana man. Peel us a fruit tonight. Well, we're all in this for fake charity. and you've got us convinced it's all right. It's a pretty good crowd for a Sunday, and the college kids know you're a fraud, 'cause he knows that it fits his hand perfectly, and it's the perfect shape according to God.
Just
and
like
a banana that
God.
sounds like a GMO as the peel
I might have done
falls
too
down
much
the
here.
floor. And they sit on the bench and are crappy to the wench. Oh la 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 diddy da da dum. Sin if you must, you're the banana man. Sin as you look on with lust. Well, we're all in the mood for a deity, and Ray needs bananas to bust a nut.
Nice.
Okay, sorry. My
What do you
apologies.
have? What do you have for a microphone? Is that a Yeti?
Sounds good.
What's
That is
ball?
a blue snow. That is a blue snowball.
Okay.
That's right.
I got it in
forgot.
chrome
Yes,
because
it's
it
not-
goes with
it's
my
the snow-
vocation.
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
snowball.
gotcha.
Okay, that's right. It's not the Yeti.
Gotcha.
The Yeti almost looks
Mhm.
like that, but the snowballs are that ones. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, same brand, right?
I think it's made by the same company.
Yeah, no,
I think
it's
blood.
definitely
There's a
the
difference.
same company. Yeah, that's why Yeti and Snowball and
Mhm.
your mom deep throating my. Never mind. Sorry, that's a whole different company. We'll talk about that
Word.
later.
It's not Adam and Eve, okay? That's not that company.
Yeah, I don't know if Adam and Eve is sponsored, but they should. They
That's
definitely
the
should.
internal. That's the internal throat microphone. We'll talk
That's
about
right.
that
Yes,
later.
yes.
Anyway,
You pick up more guttural sounds with that one, right?
you definitely hear the choking. Anyways, never
Choking,
mind. I
yeah.
mean,
If I was a good singer, we could get a sponsorship from Snowball.
Yeah, and definitely.
Yeah,
both
if
of
you
them
were.
are blue.
If I was a good singer, yeah. No, I have no musical ability, but I wanted to say something about Ray the Banana Man.
Yes,
Especially because he's copyright claiming people that are doing absolutely like above board critiques of his
Yes, of course.
of his stuff, right?
Yeah,
and
because
Kentucky Atheist is a good guy. He's doing good work. So
He doesn't
I thought
want
that was-
people hearing negativity of him, even though it's under fair use. So he's going to
you know
falsely
what? Then he should
copyright
stay
people.
home because he goes out and proves it. Like he
They overproduce that shit, and it fucking doesn't show shit other than they're fucking douche nozzle idiots. And
the
it's
AIG
so
does the same thing.
Yeah, it's insanely stupid, and we've been going over, and we will go over that soon. But now we'll get the fuck out of here. Tomorrow we'll be doing something. I think we're gonna probably do a Red Dead Redemption live stream with the Pervs. I had something planned for tomorrow because I didn't realize tomorrow was fucking Thanksgiving. So we'll do AI generated stuff next week. I have new streams we're doing. We're going over cults.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm going to put it, but right now it's just cult stream. We're going to be going over flat earthers. I know that's not new. And then I called it crackpot conspiracies.
Okay.
Stream.
I like
gonna be-
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're going to
This
be
is
going
not like
over
crockpot conspiracies.
Crockpot
that you let
conspiracies.
simmer overnight.
Yeah, that's a little bit different, but the crackpot conspiracies. So we're just going to be going over conspiracies.
Mm-hmm.
It's what Crazy Shite used to be, and then I turned Crazy Shite into us going over documentaries. So this will be where we go 5 or 6 different wild conspiracies that are recent. So we'll be going over different content creators that have new wild conspiracies, and we'll be going over that. Or like the Queen of Canada, the QAnon Queen.
Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
kill her.
We going.
We have another queen.
Yeah,
and she was there before the other one died too, which is kind of weird.
Queen Romana. Yeah,
she's
very
insane.
Please do not call her queen.
She claims she's
we don't.
an indigenous
Believe
person,
me,
but
nobody
she's from the
calls her
Philippines.
No, but Global Mom
Yeah,
just
she's not. She's not.
Queen.
Well, that's how she
Well,
goes by Queen Romana.
Yeah,
That's how she goes by.
She's not.
No.
She's not actually using the honorific like anything but sarcastically.
Right.
Like
No,
we know
I
you're.
think she really thinks she's the queen.
She thinks she's a time traveler from another dimension. It was brought here.
Doorknob head, Queen Queef.
Queen
Yeah,
Queef, exactly.
like
Queen Queef.
I'm embarrassed to have these people in my country. I don't know. Are you guys willing to take some more refugees? I heard you guys are doing something at the border.
We have open borders.
Yeah, we need to go over her for
you
sure.
You can just walk across the border and get in for free. Supposedly.
I'm willing to drive her there and leave her at the border.
But Slim.
What?
Like in America, she would fit in much better.
Hey, Miss Loki.
Hey, Miss Loki.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is Loki here? Hello.
But anyways,
yeah,
we will talk about that, and then I have another new stream that I was coming up with as well. I'm trying to delve into as many subjects as possible. Oh, like sovereign citizens will be going over soon, and a couple. But I'm trying to delve into as many fields as possible to try to see where we can get more attention. Unfortunately, because of the whole ad blocker thing, YouTube is getting a lot less people watching now, and everybody is getting like their viewerships are dropping. I've been talking to a handful of other content, and everybody's just saying that everybody's views are down.
Well, then lick and subscribe.
I want
or is it lick and subscribe?
I just got a quick question for Miss Loki. Miss Loki, will you be in the voice chat later? Because we need an update.
Oh yeah.
With emphasis on date.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Hopefully your walk home is entertaining from us. Although we're about ready to get out of here, but we will play.
You're gonna play the clogged song, aren't you? Or... No.
Anyways, yes, no, totally. Anyways,
oh, I'm sorry. Did I let the cat out of the bag?
We
Not
were just
really.
talking about what that
for all the new people. It definitely wasn't what it won't be what I said.
It doesn't matter. Anyways.
Clogged up.
Get a plunger.
Do you think Pip's gonna be doing a thing on Friday, Brainless?
Probably.
Probably.
Okay.
I would say probably too. Yeah.
We'll be doing a game night Friday, no matter what. If it's not Pip, it'll be us doing it. So there will be game night. Pip's link is in the description. Everybody go there and subscribe to her and hit the bell. And every Friday we normally do game night with her and a bunch of other fun people. So everybody, we're gonna get out here by playing this. So everybody say bye.
Oh, before we play it, I put a link to my Karen video tomorrow. I actually have a Thanksgiving Karen.
That's right.
All right, awesome.
Something happened on Thanksgiving last year with this Karen, so
that sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can totally go pee, Doorknob Head. I mean, jeez. Anyways, we're gonna end with this. So thank you all very much.
You should have gone before you got into the stream. I'm sorry.
That's right. This isn't that kind of stream.
All right. We're gonna play the. Mm-hmm.
You could be in. Who was the one that peed on stream?
Anthony Riley.
Anthony,
Yeah.
you can be an Anthony. You can totally
be a Riley.
If you guys are going to cover conspiracies, maybe you guys should check out that flat Earth thing. I hear people are into that.
What is flat Earth? I've never heard of that before. I have to look into that.
It's just like globe Earth, except you fall off. You fall off if you live in Australia. You have to hold onto the grass. Even if you haven't been drinking.
You mean the cats knock you off the edge?
The cats haven't. Yeah, the cats will slaughter everybody off. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but the Australian cats first poison you with some sort of weird venom.
That's right. The drop
That's
cats.
kinky. I'm down in the drop bears. Anyways, here we blow.
All right,
thank
play
you
the
everybody
song.
for being here. We'll see you later on the other
Bye,
side.
everybody.
Bye. Have a good night, everybody.
I have been sent to Earth to capture a relic that contains the energy of over 12 trillion supernovas. With its mysterious powers, my people and I will rule the galaxy. With a wooden clog.
Years before I was born, Father told this to me. It was one Christmas morning in 73. There was one lonely gift nestled under the tree. My grandfather said, don't touch mine. He said, boy, listen close, I am saying this once. These were worn by my parents and their parents' parents. Now they're yours, but be sure to guard them with your life. He said, don't ever let them touch my clock. You can take my cash, you could burn my house, you could force feed trash. I'd let you kick my balls while I chewed on glass. Before I even thought about letting someone touch my clothes. Have to take my life, you'll have to steal my dog. Have to beat my wife, you'll have to kill my mom with a rusty knife. You'll have to break my legs before I ever let you touch my clothes. Father said, you're my son, so I'll tell you the truth. I wore clogs without socks for the bulk of my youth. Now these clogs, they are yours, protect them with your life. I pray you never let them touch your clothes. You can slap my wrist, I let you shave my head, let you wax my bits. I'd even butt chug bleach while you twist my nips. And after all of that, I steal the wood and let you touch my gloves. You could eat my lunch and you could knock me out with a 1-inch punch and make me drink your sweat from a dirty sponge. You'd have to shoot me dead before I ever let you touch my gloves. It's my purpose in life to keep them safe until my child is at least 25. Then I will bless the clogs of them and they'll wear them with pride. And every single day from then they'll make sure no one is touched. They're the one thing I love, the only thing that makes me sure there's a God up above. Those wooden clogs on my feet, yeah, they feel like a glove. And I would give up everything before I ever let you touch. You can take my cash. You could force feed trash. I'd let you kick my balls while I chewed on glass. Before I even thought about letting someone touch my clothes. You'll have to take my life. You'll have to steal my dog. Have to beat my wife. You'll